We're almost at the top.
So we had to go to the doctor, to the urgent care.
We have arrived in Oaxaca. We have made it. We rented a car. Just had to leave the highway.
What an odyssey, I'm telling you.
So, welcome to Enchanted Rock in Texas. It's about an hour drive from where my uncle and aunt live, and this is where we start the Texas and Mexico vlog, and we're going up to that summit.
Tucked away in the Texas hill country just outside Fredericksburg lies Enchanted Rock, a massive pink granite dome that has stood for over 1 billion years. This stunning natural wonder is a part of Enchanted Rock State Natural Area, a place filled with rugged beauty, fascinating geology, and a touch of legend.
I don't know how well you can still hear me. We're almost at the top. So beautiful. The views are gorgeous. And we have arrived at the top. And it is incredibly windy.
The Tonkawa people, and I hope I pronounced this right, believed the rock was enchanted, with stories of spirits and mysterious glowing lights seen at night. Today, it's a paradise for hikers, rock climbers, and nature lovers, offering miles of scenic trails, panoramic views, and a chance to experience the unique flora and fauna of the region. Whether you are here for an adventure or just to take in the breathtaking landscape, Enchanted Rock is a place that truly feels magical.
So we did end up on a different trail that we wanted to take, but it's actually really, really beautiful. So you remember how I told you that we took a route that we weren't supposed to take? So I'll turn you around. And this is where we were. This is Enchanted Rock, and we're on Little Rock right now. Do we need to be afraid? No, always cool. We made it down safely, and that's, I don't know if you can see it if I back out. Back there, that's where we came down. Welcome to Austin, you guys. We've had quite the interesting morning because Alexi was really not feeling well for the last few days. So we had to go to the doctor, to the urgent care. Fortunately, everything's fine. He's just got a massive flu, so he's just gonna rest up. And we are going to go for a walk now. I'm really glad that everything's fine with him and that we could figure out and we could get help really quickly. And we have travel insurance and everything, so it's all fine. But that was just a thing. Yeah. Yesterday night he was really, really bad, so I was really worried, and this morning we decided we're not gonna wait anymore, so that's it.
Austin's downtown is a mix of old and new, where glass towers rise alongside historic buildings and the energy of the city shifts from street to street. But right here, along Lady Bird Lake, things slow down. This boardwalk stretches over the water, offering one of the best views of the skyline. As you walk further out, the city feels different, quieter, but still full of life. Runners, cyclists, musicians playing under the bridges. It's a place where Austin's diversity really comes together, and in a way, it's the perfect spot to take it all in. Oaxaca, a city of colors, flavors, and deep tradition, nestled in the mountains of southern Mexico, it's a place where history and modern life blend seamlessly. From its vibrant markets and colonial streets to the heart of Zapotec culture, Oaxaca is alive with art, music, and some of the best food in the country. This is Mexico at its most soulful. And while this already makes enough good reasons to go there, we also visited Alexi's friend Fernanda, who had a beautiful home and let us stay with her in her guest room, and actually also took us into the city every morning through crazy traffic. Hidden behind the walls of a former convent, the Ethnobotanical Garden of Oaxaca is a living museum of Mexico's rich plant heritage. Designed to showcase the deep connection between Oaxaca's indigenous cultures and its native flora, the garden is home to towering cacti, ancient agaves, and rare medicinal plants. Every path tells a story of resilience, tradition, and the land's unique biodiversity. To enter these gardens, you will have to join a tour. As far as I know, there were no tours in English available, but it's absolutely worth joining a tour, even if you do not speak Spanish. I would totally recommend this. It was just pure magic over there.
So here we are in this beautiful botanical garden, but it's an ethnobotanical garden, so everything that you find here is from the area. I will have probably already mentioned that, but I just wanted to say hi as well to the camera, and not only have you guys voice-overing me or listening to my voiceover.
Right across from the ethnobotanical garden, we stumbled into a restaurant by pure chance. We weren't looking for it, but the menu was full of surprises. A salad with greens unknown in Europe, tender nopal cactus, and an unforgettable white mole with mushrooms. And for dessert, a vegan pavlova with a fruit that tasted almost like an apricot. Oaxaca is a dream for food lovers, and this was just one of its many surprises.
So yeah, right, let me give you a little update on life in Mexico. It is the third day actually here, and we're staying with Alexi's friend, and we've been out and about in Oaxaca, discovering the city, as you could see, and it just really feels so crazy that it's February and we're here, it's warm, and it's just absolutely madness. At the same time, I'm really worried because the elections in Germany are about to happen, and I really don't know what's going to happen, and I hope that I can send my stuff away as quickly as I can once we get back home. So these things should all have arrived in France. So fingers crossed that all of this worked and I can just send out my election papers with Express, and then my vote will count, because I really don't want to get to that point where the far right is gonna take over in Germany. That would be really scary. So yeah, that's kind of like in the back of my mind all the time, so sometimes it's a bit hard to relax. But anyway, I have a hard time relaxing whichever way. So tomorrow we're actually leaving to the coast, where we're going to stay for 4 days almost. Yeah, I think, because tomorrow's Friday, so we're gonna stay there until Monday. I'll just leave you a few impressions of that, because I really want the time to take this time to actually like really let go, relax, not film, and just really recharge my batteries there. So that's the plan. As I was told, this was a factory that made fabrics, and then they stopped using it. You see all the running water features, and it's a region that apparently has quite a bit of water. And I was told that then it was bought by a very famous artist in this region, and then he turned it into an artist space with a gallery with space for artists, for different artists. And the last space that you saw up here is a space for performance arts. So it's just amazing that these things exist, and it's actually quite well maintained by the government apparently. So yeah, I was really glad we got to see this. Oh, it's so bright and sunny today. Crazy.
Benito Juarez Market is the heart of Oaxaca. Lively, chaotic, and filled with color. Stalls overflow with spices, fresh produce, handmade textiles, and the rich aromas of local food. From traditional moles to freshly roasted coffee, or mezcal, if that's your thing, it's a place where Oaxaca's culture comes alive in every corner.
Normalement, oui. So we have made it, we rented a car, and we're on the way to the beach at one point, or to the coast. We'll see. Made it on the highway to Puerto Escondido, and from there we will be going down. But the lady told us where we rented the car that it was just gonna be 50 pesos. Now we paid almost 250 pesos. But oh well, the road seems really good. And yeah, let's see how we will go. It's 100 kilometers to Puerto Escondido, or somewhere close. So we'll see. Just had to leave the highway to go somewhere, I don't know. And here we go back. So that's it from Salchi. Now we're just gonna relax and have a nice time and just really, yeah, just really let go, I hope. This view, you guys, I am so happy to be here. It's just amazing. Oh, let me just quickly show you. That's the view. And the bedroom. And we have a little kitchen. So beautiful.
It was pure bliss to spend those few days by the sea and just do nothing and have time to read and deconnect from the world. I think both Alexi and me just profited from this so much, and it was so hard to leave this place because it was paradise, as you can see.
We have reached our final destination, Oaxaca. We're back in Oaxaca, and as you can see, it's noisy, and I mean, you can hear it, and you can see it probably. And we are just gonna have a nice afternoon and evening, and tomorrow we're leaving back to Texas, and then it's 2 more days in Texas, and then we'll be going back home. It's so crazy how fast this time went, just unbelievable.
In the heart of Oaxaca, we stayed at Boulenc, a small B&B with a story of its own. Founded by a group of French bakers who fell in love with the city, it started as a bakery and slowly grew into something more. Our room was simple but beautiful, with warm wood, soft light and a view over the rooftops. Mornings here start with the scent of fresh bread drifting up from the bakery below, a little touch of France in the middle of Oaxaca. I know, but we still have to carry on France somehow, right?
So we just had really amazing tacos again for the 4th time, and now we're heading to buy some souvenirs and things, and then we'll be meeting Alexi's friend for dinner. Okay. This place is so gorgeous. I'm so happy that we booked this, and actually we prolonged our stay at the ocean, so that's why we had already 2 nights booked here, and so we're just using one of those 2 nights, but it is what it is, you know. Still really happy to be here. We got our shopping done. I managed to put everything in the suitcase. I don't know if you can see it. There. I had to repack almost everything. So managed to put everything in there. And yeah, now we're just waiting for our friend Alexi. Actually asked if there's anything that we can drink here, because they have a beautiful terrace like I showed you earlier. So I just want to take benefit of that, and I won't take the camera for dinner with me. I will talk to you guys tomorrow for when we're leaving, and we have a car rented in Austin, and I hope it all goes well. I had to do like lots of pre-things, and we have a 2.5-hour layover in Dallas, and I really hope it's gonna be fine, because with immigration you never know, and cross your fingers. Good morning, everyone. Oh, we've had a horrible night somehow. We both, like, it was really noisy outside, and we were so used to the calm of the beach and everything, so just like and then the noise you can get used to, but there was some kind of like a dripping noise, and we couldn't make out where it was coming from. It was this constant noise, you know. That's what makes you go crazy, but oh well, it is what it is. Just had breakfast, and we are packing up. I have all the stuff around. Alexi's still out about. We are going to also look for something that we can take. Sandwiches. I found like a place that does apparently vegan sandwiches, so we're gonna go there, get some for our trip, because the trip will be long and we don't really know how the food options will be, so better be safe than sorry. Yeah, and then tonight we're picking up a car in Austin that I reserved, and then we're going back to my aunt's, and then we have 2 more days in Wimberley, Texas, so we're just gonna go hiking a bit maybe, and yeah, just gonna see what we can do and how we can still get like a bit of relaxation before we head on out on Saturday for a really long flight, because it's crazy all the way to Bordeaux. So, and then 2 hours of driving, but it'll be fine. I'm now at the stage where I'm really looking forward to seeing my aunt again, and then also just really looking forward to going back to the chateau and just starting projects. It's been so inspiring being here and seeing like the colors, the shapes, the things. So I'm really like inspired to be back and start projects again. And I have some ideas for outside, for the open barn now. I really would like to have an outside kitchen there and things like this. I really have tons of ideas, and let's see how much we can actually realize of these ideas this year. we'll take it step by step. But the barn is my first priority, so I'm starting to feel motivated to clear it out completely. So I think that's good. It's a good sign. You guys, we have arrived at my aunt's. What an odyssey, I'm telling you, it was crazy. So first, the flight from Oaxaca was 1 hour delayed. We had a 3-hour layover in Dallas, but it was still like, you know, you have to go through immigration, and for us Europeans, it's just a nightmare. It was so badly done in Dallas airport, and they kept on closing lanes and moving everybody. It was just like, it was horrendous. But then we actually made it through, and customs was easy, but then we had to go through all of the security checks again, which was, it took us another like 45 minutes, I think. And then we got to the gate that was assigned, and then our plane was an hour late. And we rushed through all of it, and then we decided to just have dinner at the airport. We found something that could be made vegan, and then we took that flight. In the end, we arrived, I think, just half an hour later than we would have arrived. So we were in Austin at 10 p.m. Then baggage claim took some time. Then we went to the car rental place because I rented a car already and did all the pre-check and everything. And then they say their system has completely broken down and they can't do anything. So I think we waited another half an hour there until the system went online. Until this point, I was really ready to cry. It was so horrible. It was really, I was tired and I just wanted to get out of that airport. So finally we got to the counter. The guy tells us where to go and where our car is to pick up. We go there and that parking spot does not exist. I was close to tears. Like, we went to the service counter on that level because it was on a different level of a storage parking lot. And then this guy tells us like, but didn't you check F10? And I'm like, it says C10 on the slip. Why should I check F10? But then I was like, you know, whatever. It's like, I'm really close to tears here. If you don't present me a car, then I'll just be crying. So we went to F10. Apparently that was the right car because when we exited and I showed my driver's license, the lady said, yeah, that's the car assigned to you. And then we drove home, or drove to my aunt's place, and we had to be extra careful also because there's lots of deer here on the road and just we need to watch out not to hit them. So it was a strenuous drive, and it's now, yeah, I'm going to bed. Good night. Good morning. It takes some time to adjust the colors of this camera. I skipped yesterday with filming, but yeah, we just had breakfast, and yesterday we were just going around a bit Wimberley and we didn't spend really a lot of time. I thought initially we were going to Pedernales Falls, but the weather was so not nice and so cold, like the wind was really icy. So I just decided to stay in town. But look at this view. I just absolutely adore the view that my aunt and uncle have. It's such a beautiful view of the hill country here. So what's the plan? I'm still in my pajamas and we're gonna get dressed and first showered, then dressed. And then we'll be heading to Austin actually, to go around Zilker Park a bit because Alexi hasn't been because he was quite sick when we went to Austin last time. So that's why we decided to go back to Austin and just take a stroll around Zilker Park, which is if you don't know Austin, it's a big park right in the heart of the city. So yeah, then we're gonna do some Whole Foods shopping, and then we are probably heading for lunch, and then we'll be heading back and just having an easy night because we'll have to get up early tomorrow morning to catch our flight. So so crazy that all of this is over. So I'm not sure how much I'm gonna film. I'm gonna take you along. It's been a crazy ride so far, and I'm just ready to really get relaxed. And I mean, we've been relaxing, but just really not to stress about the journey that's coming. And yeah, I'm just really happy to be back home soon as well, somehow. It's been a long time, it seems. At the same time, I would like to have more time to just relax.
On a whim, we decided to visit the Austin Botanical Garden, a quiet escape just minutes from downtown. The prehistoric garden felt like stepping back in time, with towering ferns and ancient-looking plants, while the Japanese garden was a peaceful retreat of stone paths, waterfalls, and delicate maples. A perfect place to slow down and take in the beauty of Texas nature. Even though it was winter, we still enjoyed walking through the park, and then we went into Whole Foods to grab some last things before heading out for our last vegan lunch at Nissi Vegan Max. It was delicious.
We just had dinner, we made dinner together, Alexi and me, for my aunt and uncle. And now we're about to pack one last time. And then tomorrow will be the long way back. I'm gonna place you down here actually. So yes, I'm gonna end the vlog here, I think, because I don't want to vlog while we're traveling and doing... Maybe I'll leave bits and pieces at the very end of this video after this. But I hope you had fun following me along on this trip. It was a crazy trip, and it was really good to be away from home and just to get new inspiration and everything, and hope you had fun. And now we're back to all normal things Chateau. I think we'll already have gotten back into the Chateau groove, and this would have been just as special. So all that is left to say is à bientôt et au revoir. By the time you're watching this video, I'll be in France, but for now it's bisous from Texas. Bye guys!